Hello friends, welcome to Acharya 90 FM, your own radio. Myself Tejaswini. In our guest interview today, we have invited Amitabh Karmakar sir. Amitabh ji, welcome to Acharya 90 FM radio station.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let me friends tell you about something about Amitabh ji. He is specialized in getting best out of people and restoring peace of mind. He is a founder of Amitabh Psychology and has transformed 15,000 clients so far. His credentials are: he's counseling psychologist, he's therapist, he's global career counselor and psychotherapy healer. So today we will be knowing about his journey and how he came and started with Amitabh Psychology and how he has treated his patients and how psychology plays important role in today's life. We will know about he's dealing basically with human psychology. So first of all, sir, I would like to know how you thought of taking psychology as your career.
Okay, so first of all, psychology. I didn't choose psychology. Psychology has chosen me.
Okay.
And that too, a very dramatic journey. So I'm an engineer.
Okay.
So every engineer has chosen different roles these days, different careers these days. So from childhood, I was listening only two things: medical engineering, medical engineering, medical engineering. So I didn't have any options. I was not bright student, so hence medical was out of questions completely. There was tremendous competition about medical.
Okay.
However, for engineering, yes, my mathematics was really good. So I thought, let's go for engineering.
Okay.
So once I attended the very first class of engineering, then I understood it's a big mistake, huge mistake that I made. And then from first to sixth semester, I have got around about 60%, which is horrible for me,
Okay.
And but 7th semester and 8th semester, I got decent, 80% and 87%.
That's great.
Then I was jobless. Obviously, I didn't know anything about engineering. And then I done MBA. Then I was jobless. Then some 6-8 months I got some job, sales job, and then I went on to that. Then everybody was after me. You have to do MBA. You have to do MBA. I said first engineering,
Okay.
in science, and then MBA in commerce management. What is it? No, you have to do MBA. MBA is booming these days. So let's do MBA. So I done my MBA. And then finally, I was working for Tata as a salesperson, as a sales manager. For a good 6 companies, I have jumped. After Reliance, I have joined Tata. And then one lady called me that you need to do counseling. I said, I'm absolutely fine. I don't need any counseling, Then after some days, she said, no, you have to get your child's counseling done. My child is absolutely fine. He's 3.5 years old. He doesn't need counseling.
Okay.
For your better relationship, you need to get your wife and your counseling done. I don't have any issue with my wife. I'm absolutely fine. But she was keep on hammering. And that time I found out that there is something fishy. She might be getting some commission, and hence she was like that. That was my thought process. And I was very adamant that I don't need counseling. I know everything in life. I have that attitude. Then finally, with all the pressure and everything, then I went to one psychologist, one medicine doctor. When that counseling happened, I thought that 99% is absolutely fishy. Only 1% I had faith in that lady. Yeah.
Okay.
After that, when the counseling happened, it started like this. Whatever you're going to be saying, it has to be brutal truth. Otherwise, the counseling will go for a toss. You have to be absolutely truthful. I said, fine. I was under that impression, that nobody can gauge me, nobody can understand me, what I went through. And immediately, the very first question the doctor asked me, that you like Lamborghini, you like Porsche, you like Ferrari, all those sports cars, but you actually like SUV. Is it right or wrong? I said, how come you read your mind? Where is it written? It's not written anywhere. Tell me yes or no. Second question. So if let's say somebody tries to butter you, flatter you, you tend to catch hold of things like this. Is it true or wrong? I said, how come you're reading all those things?
Okay.
So then I asked that how long the counseling will go. She said, around about 1.5 hours, 1 hour, 45 minutes. I said, oh God, it's so long. Then she said, if it is so boring, then I'll stop it right there. So then that counseling went on to for a good 3.5 hours. And that was a turning point in my life. And I could get a lot of my potentials, a lot of my strength, which I was not aware at all earlier. Immediately, I had done my son's counseling done, then my wife's, then my parents. At the age of 63, 64, my parents were talking about that, what shall I do with this counseling? At this age, what's the need? I said, there is need. Let's go for it. Okay, then I have gone into this. Then I have given a lot of references to that lady. Okay, Then in the counseling, that lady told me, "What are you doing? You're wasting your life. Get into psychology, my friend."
Acha.
And that time that clicked in my life that I need to pursue psychology. Okay, and I was practicing. Therapy, not professionally. I have learned therapy from India's #1 psychologist, Dr. Sanjay Mukherjee. So from 2015, I was practicing, but not commercially. As in, I would not taking any
Just
charges.
as a hobby.
Yeah, just as a hobby.
Just as a passion.
Yeah. And a lot of people are having BP, a lot of people are having cholesterol, and to reduce all those things, I was kind of just for the hobby sake of hobby, I was practicing, but not in with not commercially. Okay. After that thing, I have done certification. I have done the degree in psychology, like she said already, counseling psychologist, international life coach.
Life coach.
Yeah, international life coach, graphologist, other things that I have done. So in that thing that I took it very, very seriously. Initially, the company name was IIT Enterprises. Now, from last 1.5 years, I have made it Amitabh Psychology. Amitabh is a huge name, especially in India.
Yeah.
Thanks to my
Parents,
yeah. My dad specifically.
Okay.
And so hence Amitabh and psychology. Why not Amitabh Psychology?
Okay.
So that is why the name came Amitabh Psychology. Now coming back to your second question, what is human psychology? Okay. So psychology is, if you go by definition, psychology is study of human mind. Okay. So how do you understand? For an example, if I ask you that, do you love your son? Do you love your daughter? Do you love your parents? Do you love your spouse? You definitely say yes.
Yeah.
But if I ask you, why do you love your son? Do you have definite answer?
Well, that's affection, yeah.
I don't think so, yes.
Okay.
So love, affection cannot be measured. Similarly, human psychology cannot be measured. It can only be felt. Now, for an example, let's say if I ask you to select any flower, you'll say
Rose. Oh.
Yeah. So think about a very vibrant, bright color, very vibrant, attractive color. Red. Yeah. So this is called human psychology. To understand a traditional belief, traditional way of understanding human, this is nothing but human psychology. So whenever somebody hears the word psychologist, they tend to link with psychiatry. Okay, psychiatry is very different from psychology. Let me educate you. Psychiatrist, if you go to psychologist or psychiatrist, they'll give you medicine, they'll give you pills.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for an example, somebody is really, really out of danger, mental health is not great, somebody is really in trauma, disorder, suicidal thoughts, etc. Definitely, I should recommend you to go to psychiatrist. They'll give you medicine. But psychologist, before it hits the wall, as in your very dangerous, severe condition, before that, you go to psychologist, so that you can prevent your pills, you can prevent your damage, you can prevent your extreme thing, which is your suicide or your death, etc. Okay, so there are 3 types of psychologists are there. One is clinical psychologist, counseling psychologist, and industrial psychologist.
Okay.
So in counseling psychologist, now if you see today, in school, a lot of guys are committing suicide.
Yeah.
I'll give you some figure about suicide rate in India of adolescents. Students are committing suicide, around about 15 to 17,000 people are committing suicide every year in India.
Oh.
And it's our responsibility to save all of them. And you know why? Because they get tremendous pressure from first, #1 is from parents. He is first, why can't you be #1?
Yeah.
He is second, third, all those rat race. Yeah. Second pressure is from the immediate family member, like grandparents, and the third one is, of course, the society peers. Okay, his friends. Okay. So it's very important that we control that suicide, suicide thing. So human psychology is understanding people's mind with a lot of empathy. Now empathy and sympathy, a lot of people are having a bit of confusion. Sympathy, I am next to you, I am beside you.
Yeah.
Okay, but empathy is something that is, I am understanding what you're going through, but I'm not feeling. For example, somebody is drowning in swimming pool. He don't know swimming. Now let's say you don't know swimming, you jump into the water, you will die, he'll also die. Nothing will happen. Okay, but you empathize with that person who's dying. Now immediately I understand what he is going through, but you're not feeling. Now your left brain is on, your logical mind is on. You immediately call the lifeguard and he'll save it. So you'll be able to save that person. So empathy is something that you understand the person from their point of view, being in their shoes, yet being detached. Okay, you have to be detached. It's very important for detachment. Detachment is very, very important. Attachment is also there. Detachment does not mean that you stop loving your wife, you stop loving your person affection, not really. But detachment will give you best solution. So in short, human psychology and psychiatry both are very different ballgame altogether. For psychiatry, you have to study medicine, MBBS. But for psychology, you have to have master degree of human psychology. Like I said, clinical psychology and medicine both go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So let's say you're some phobia, some disorder, some addiction disorder, some anxiety, stress, eustress, distress, depression, etc. All those things are psychological disorders being handled by clinical psychologists. Now for counseling psychologists, it is, let's say you're having some career issues, you're having guidance issues, relationship issues. All those things are not that medically challenged. That can be handled by counseling psychologists.
Okay.
And last but not least, industrial psychologists, which is they are into the industry, as in the corporate. It is there to improve the performance. They are there, so you can, that can be outsourced. So let's say you want to improve your organization's performance, you can be outsource any industrial psychologist or even counseling psychologist for that matter. They can help you with. Yeah.
Yeah. As we said, children, they are having, we are forcing the children to score good marks, having good careers. Then, as you said, there are relationship issues. Even in not only with the children, senior citizens also we are facing the thing of depression. Now there are cases, youngsters are also facing depression, and the senior citizens also facing the depression. So, in the point of senior citizens, what could you put a light on about depression in senior citizens?
Okay. So first of all, there's a huge hype of depression.
Yeah.
So it's not needed. It is not true actually.
Okay.
See, you can feel low. One
Yeah.
can feel low. That does not mean you can tag him as depressed. Okay. So for some time you can feel low. So sometime you can be depressed. But depression is a huge word. It's not true first of all. But now you have, first you need to ensure, you know what, children and elderly people in the home, they are getting neglected the most.
Yeah.
Okay. So now those elderly people, first of all, it's very important that you have to restore your peace of mind. Okay. Whatever happens in your outside world, you have to meditate. Now when it comes to meditation, people tend to watch a lot of YouTube videos. See, one meditation can work for you, may not work for her, may not work for him. Okay. So it is very important that what is best suited for you, you should do medicine. I can give you a few tips. You can start chanting every morning once you get up from the bed, sitting on the bed, and before going to the bed, you can chant for 10 times these statements.
Okay.
So, number one is, I am absolutely relaxed and physically active.
Yeah.
I am mentally absolutely relaxed and physically active. That's number one. I am powerful. Okay. I am invincible. I am unbreakable. I am great. I am doing my best. I can do anything and everything in my life. I am in charge of my life. I am the best. I'm going to rock. I'm going to influence a lot of people. I'm going to make society a brilliant society for living. Okay, these are the statements that if you can chant, and this will really, really energize you. You know what? The words have got a lot of vibrations, a lot of positive vibrations. It has got negative vibrations also. It has got positive vibration also. Now, let me talk about negative vibration. You should not use slang. Anyone should not use slang. If you call it slang in Hindi, gali itself is gali, right? So it has got a lot of negative vibration. Okay, so you should not use any kind of slang. For an example, whatever you call doggy in Hindi, that is also slang.
Achha.
Whatever you call a pig in Hindi, that is also slang. You should say, see, piggy bank. If I am using, it's so cute, nice, cute puppy, little doggy, lovely doggy. Okay, it's nice. But whenever you say a Hindi word of that, this is absolutely slang. So try and refrain from all the slangs, okay, and use very positive affirmations in life. For an example, if I say, let's say 80 years old, 90 years old guy, generally what we say, don't do it.
Yeah.
Instead, don't do it what? Let's say, don't close the door.
Yeah.
Or let the door open. Okay, don't touch this. Instead, touch this. Don't sit there. Instead, sit here.
Sit here.
So don't does not register. Let me give an example.
Okay.
There's nothing called no, don't, any negative thing register in the mind. Let me give an example. Don't think about a tiger. How does it look? How many stripes are there? Is it yellow or white? Don't think about it. Don't think he's roaring. Don't think about it. See, you're thinking.
Yeah.
Don't does not exist. This happens with children also, right? That you say, don't play with this. So don't does not. So what happens if you say don't do it? They do furthermore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it one more time, second time, third time. You get frustrated. So remove don't from your dictionary, and you use positive affirmations. Instead of saying don't do this, do this. Don't sit there, stand up. Don't sit down, stand up. Okay, like that kind of affirmations you're going to be using. and most important, paying respect to elderly people.
Yeah.
They are hungry for respect. They are hungry for attention. Because you are after money, and children, they're after PUBG.
Yeah.
And the elderly people, they don't know technology. Their body is kind of down. You should take advice from them. Okay. For an example, I'll tell you one story. Very beautiful story. There was one village. There was fire everywhere.
Oh.
Everybody was running to save their lives. Okay. Now, one person who does not have legs, okay, another person who's blind,
Okay.
they were stuck there. Now everybody thought they will die, but suddenly that person who does not have legs, he said to the blind person that
You
know
lift
what,
me up.
yeah, you know what, we can save our lives.
Yeah.
So he said, how? So you put me on your shoulder,
Yeah.
and wherever I'm going to be
I'll
saying
show
that
the way, yeah.
I show the way, you have to run that direction.
Accordingly.
Yeah, and you have to trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, the moment you put me on your shoulder, compared to the natural person, I have around about 3 feet higher, so I've got better visibility. He said, fine. And finally, they were able to save their lives. You know what? This is what is happening in youth. Youth does not have eyes, so they are just going blindly. And this person who does not have limbs, who does not have legs,
Yeah.
these are buzrugs, these are elderly people.
Yeah.
What does it mean? They have got the visibility, they have got all the experiences. You should take advice from them. You should take opinions from them. And then you can take your own call. Because you're blind, being human. And the moment you're taking opinion, moment you're asking for some decision, some help, they'll feel acknowledged, they feel respected, and they'll love you. Okay? And obviously ensure they have to take care of their health as well.
Yeah.
Okay? They have to do exercise. Meditation, yoga is amazing tool. I'm recommending everyone to do meditation. It calms you down. Irrespective of your outside noise, the moment you sit like this, very relaxed, and you close your eyes and just focus on your breathing in and out, and automatically you see the world stops. You'll not be able to hear any sound, okay? Any grinding machine, any mixie grinder or any TV. You'll be able to control your thoughts. And you do it start with 1 minute every day. Next day 2 minutes. Next day 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And that is how you increase. And if you have any difficulty, please come to us. We'll definitely teach you. But I would recommend that you should start doing it. And hence, you'll be in a very good peace of mind. Excellent peace of mind. And ultimately, what you need to do, you need to get rid of all those negativities that you have. Generally, we have 40 different types of negative emotions in our lives.
Okay.
Like jealous, like anger, like hatred, anxiety, stress, depression, feeling low, feeling respected, child abuse, sexual abuse. All those things are already there in some people's mind. So there are different 40. It is very important that you get rid of all those different negative moments. Now our body is filled of 70% water, as you already know, right? Now for an example, here there's, let's say, water, and we have put in water here also.
Yeah.
Now she has said very good things to this water by looking at this. You know what? You're so beautiful. You're so lovely. You're so cute. Okay, and I put it over here. And if I use slang or if I scold this water, okay, and then I get the picture, the cellular picture of that thing, this will show a very good picture, very happy picture, lovely picture. This will show very terrified, horrified picture. What does it mean? So if you keep all the negativity, 70% water, 30% rest. So if the water is getting damaged every day, it will be attracting cancer, it will be attracting tumor, it will be attracting all those very non-curable diseases, and it will be too late. Okay, so clean your mind. It's a very important thing. It's for everybody, not only for elderly people. It's for everybody. And to young adults, as in the middle one, they have their own tensions. You know, they have to take care of their parents, and the wife has to take care of their in-laws.
Yeah.
Every now and then, every morning, she has to give
The
teas,
breakfast,
teas,
lunch, then dinner.
and most important, medicine, timely medicine. Okay, and the other things like hot water, whatever XYZ.
Yeah.
And she has to handle her kids as well. They have to go to office. She has her own office. So they have their own tensions. Okay. All I'm saying is take at least 5 minutes out. In 24 hours, only 5 minutes, and talk to them. How are you? How are you feeling? Give a hug, kiss on forehead. It'll be amazing. Create a very good home environment, and the home environment is very important. And you can create fantastic thing. You can create great results by doing this hug, kisses. It's amazing. And do this meditation, and things will be absolutely fine.
Yeah, really, listening to you, it's also a retreat. I feel like you're giving you're passing a positive energy, giving a energy booster. All this fruitful knowledge you're giving through your speech. Now, I would like to ask, as we were discussing about corporate pressures. Nowadays, both husband wife both are working. They are having their own tensions, and in spite of family tensions, they are having to face the office tension also. As you say, there is a in a corporate there are their own they have to fill their tasks, daily tasks is there, monthly tasks are there. So corporate pressures, how to handle the corporate pressure, the boss pressure, we would say, as we were discussing. So corporate load is also a very important criteria which is leading to depression most of the time. So could you focus on that and give some knowledge about that?
Yeah, so it's really disheartening for me. Gone are the days when people used to get heart attack at the age of 60 or beyond 60.
Yeah.
Today, if people are getting heart attack based on at the age of 28, 32, 30.
Mm-hmm.
I've got clients.
Yeah.
And one more thing, I don't like to people call patients.
Yeah.
I like to call them clients.
Clients.
Okay, so if you call them patient, it's a very negative word. I don't like it, to be honest with you. And the moment you say you're client, you're my client, you're not patient.
Yeah.
Okay? If you say you're patient, you're giving negative vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, oh, I'm down, yeah, I'm patient, I'm not doing well. But if you say you're my client, okay,
Okay.
now you're in a better space.
Mm-hmm.
First thing first, you need to choose your right words. Very important thing. Now coming back to corporate pressure.
Mm-hmm.
First thing first, you have to ensure that you're being in the present.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's easier said than done. Being in the present, everybody's saying it, but how do you ensure that being in the present?
Mm.
Okay, you have to have your own journal.
Mm.
Okay, every night that you do, every night before you go to bed, you have to have your own journal. Like you have to keep on diary like this.
Yeah.
Okay, you divide this diary into two parts.
Mm.
First half, second half.
Mm-hmm.
In the very first half, let's say there are 100 pages, and second half there are 100 pages. Every night, what all things have gone good for you, good memories, great memories during the day, you write everything. It can be 1, it can be 10, it can be 20, it can be 5, it can be anything. Write down those. Okay, do it every day. And the second half of the diary, okay, what all things you didn't like about today, what all things you do not like to get repeated in your life furthermore. Okay, you write all those things. For an example, I didn't like my boss behavior, I didn't like my wife's behavior, I didn't like my son's behavior, I didn't like my parents' behavior, anything.
Yeah.
Okay, you write down everything. And immediately, once you write it down before you go to bed, immediately you tear the piece of paper of the negative moments. You roll it, you burn it, and you flush it. Okay? This will give you a tremendous. Lot of people think about what's the logic in this. So see, you know what? Why do you love your son? Is there any logic? There's no logic.
No.
Unless and until something is proven, there's no logic. Okay, whole universe, it's illogical unless you prove it. Okay. Now, for an example, you can see only Sejaswini and me.
Yeah.
Does not mean somebody else is not there in the room.
Oh my God.
Yes. Our eyes have got some capacity. Eyes can capture from this frequency to this frequency only. Our ears can hear from this to this frequency. If you cannot see them, doesn't mean it's not nobody is there. Okay, you can watch this much. Okay, a lot of people, have you seen God? Have you seen God? Have you seen God? You don't have the capacity to see that. Right? Let's say air. Have you seen air?
No.
Have you seen light?
No.
But you know there's light, right?
There's light, yeah.
Right? Have you seen your grandfather? Have you seen?
No.
No. But you know he was there.
He was there.
Right? So that is what it is. So don't get into the logic of it. 99.99% is illogical. Let me tell you this. Many people talk about science. Okay. 99.99% illogical. For an example, you're son of somebody. There can be possibility you are son of somebody else. Right? Let's say you have a daughter. There's possibility you had one son also. Right? So there's no logic. You know, there's hardly any logic. There is logic, but you don't know the logic. Okay. Do you know what's going to happen tomorrow? Do you have any idea?
No.
Yeah. What's the logic? Right? So this is a very, very proven technique that you tear the piece of paper, all the negative moments, you roll it, you burn it, and you'll feel fantastic. It is way of let go your negative thoughts. Okay, depression, anxiety, stress. Actually, there's nothing called stress. It is eustress or distress.
Okay.
Eustress is positive, distress is negative. Now let me explain what is eustress and distress. For an example, there is exam.
Yeah.
And you are taking stress, I need to study hard, I need to score good marks.
Good marks.
That's a good stress, that's a eustress, you need it. If you become very casual, then you'll fall flat. But distress is that a fear of something, fear of unknown, fear of death, etc. That is called distress. Okay. So Distress, depression, all those things, if you, whatever you feel negative, you write everything. Okay, we don't call it negative, by the way. We call it not so positive moments. Okay, we don't call it destructive, we call it not so constructive moments. Okay, so you write down everything, you roll it, you tear the piece of paper, you roll it, burn it, and you flush it off. This is the very first thing you should do every day. And if you do this, let's say for an example, if you're writing 10 positive moments every day, by the end of year, you'll be having 3,650 positive moments. And you can cherish for a lifetime. Okay. Now let me come to, this is for your own thing, that you'll not be bothered about your other person, how is your boss dealing. Now let's say somebody is a very aggressive boss. Okay. How do you deal with the aggressive boss? First of all, bosses like very dedicated, committed people. Okay. So what you have to choose your friends, you have to choose your colleagues. For an example, those are parasites in the office. Parasites means they tend to produce nothing and then tend to reduce the productivity. Okay, you tend to hang out with them, you spend time with them, then the boss will have the automatic preconceived notion that he's also not good for me. Okay, so you work on your intellect. Okay, bosses always like intellectual people and most importantly knowledgeable people. Okay, once you have knowledge, once you have intellect, once you have growth mindset, and you think about from boss's point of view. Okay, for an example, you have 5 things to do. To-do list, 5 things to do. Now suddenly your boss gives you one work, very aggressive boss. Okay, you give priority to him. Do not say this is my priority. Okay, or if you cannot do it, for an example, boss has given you these 5 words, another thing the 6th one he is giving, and he needs it right now. Then you can discuss with your boss. See, I already have 5 things, your things on my plate, and the 6th one is coming. You tell me what should I do. So have a proper discussion. Okay, proper discussion, and just hang out with your boss. Well, sir, let's have a cup of tea. Let's go for a cup of tea. Hang out with. Call him weekends. Okay, just try to be a little friendly, and be extremely committed to the work. Be performance oriented. No, I have seen many bosses. If you perform really well, he'll love you. There's no way if you perform well, he'll not love you. Okay. Now you must be thinking about office politics. Right? That no, if I am performing really well, but however, my boss doesn't like me anymore. Okay. Now think about it. Just write down what are the probable reasons that your boss does not like you. For an example, are you in between his growth? Then you're creating a big problem. Okay. For an example, are you threatening? For an example, you're too handsome and you're too tall and and his boss is preferring you, then that might create some problem. Okay, so understand human psychology, understand his boss psychology. So for very aggressive boss, I got 2 very easy formula, provided you should have it. Okay, number 1 is reverse thinking. Number 1 is out of the box thinking. Okay, what I mean by out of the box thinking, let me give an example. Let's say if I ask you, how are you? What will you say?
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Now
doing well.
Doing well, doing great, fantastic. Now reverse thinking, how am I looking?
Great.
No. So you ask the counter question. That how am I seeing me as?
Okay. How am I looking? Okay.
Correct. Now for an example, if I ask you that can you have huge income from credit card? You must be saying credit card is meant to pay the bills. How can I income unless there's something cashback? I'm not talking about cashback. Now reverse thinking is definitely is possible. Start your own bank. Create credit card and distribute credit card. You'll have a lot of income. So try and build reverse thinking. If boss is thinking traditionally, you build reverse thinking, then definitely you can have a go. You can have a crack. And number 2 thing, do not become bossy. Do not show any arrogance. Okay. You ask him to play the first fiddle, you play the second fiddle. You make him the boss, yes, that's fine. That doesn't mean that you compromise. Okay. But you have to keep your values. But you make him the boss, yes. Whatever you're saying, that's absolutely fine. And deal with him with logic. Like I said, that you already have 5 things in the platter. He has given 1 more. So you ask the counter question by reverse thinking that now you tell me what should I do. I'll do it. That's it. And most importantly, increase your knowledge, my friend. Only watching free YouTube videos will not help. You have to enroll for courses. My monthly budget, my learning budget, monthly budget is 45,000. Okay, you start with 500 rupees per month. And if your boss is saying that he's keep on improving, keep on engaging, keep on upgrading, your boss will love you. Okay, so number one is reverse thinking, and number two is do not try to overpower him. Obviously, try to make him the actual boss, and things will be absolutely fine. And unnecessarily, people are taking a lot of pressure. It is not needed. Undue pressure. Think about, is this the end of life? Write down on a piece of paper that it is the end of life. Not really, right? We're gonna die tomorrow. So why are you taking pressure? Okay, write down everything. If you start writing the journal, positive moments and negative moments, you talk to me after 1 year and you tell me the difference in your life. Yeah, that is how you should handle corporate pressure. And it is not, some people are getting seasoned, you know. डांट खा के वो seasoned हो चुके हैं. Okay, they don't feel like, and boss does not like those kind of people. Okay, bosses always like committed, dedicated person who can do anything and everything for the organization. And one more thing before I move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Your values, you should feel this is my company. If you feel that, oh, I'm working, I'm not getting enough salary. If you're getting $100, you give the work for $1,000, $10,000.
Okay.
And if don't think about the result, you get this much. Don't think about this much. How much you're getting. You do 10x, you do 20x. Okay. In counseling also, in therapy also, let's say client, whatever you are charging, we give 10x. Okay, that is our best. It is one of the values. So your values and the organization value both are matching. Then there is no looking back. Okay. For an example, with all due respect to government organization.
Yeah.
Example, invited comma. Okay, let's say there is a provision for taking money, taking bribe.
Yeah.
Okay, and your value says that no, I come what may, I cannot take bribe. You cannot last long in an organization. So move on. Now, for example, your value is taking bribes, all those, something jolmal. Okay, and that you will end up in a very honest organization. Then you cannot stick to in organization for very long. Look for somewhere else.
Yeah.
So check your values, check your organization values. If both are matching, then you will emotionally attach to the company and you will do anything and everything. But if you have some desire, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then there's no point in doing it. Leave it. Move on to some other organization. And a lot of bosses, let's say for an example, I'm talking to you guys. Now you must be having reportees under you. You're the boss. Maybe you have your super boss, right? So for these guys, for an example, some people are parasiting the organization.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't keep them. I'm not being empathetic. I'm being empathetic. Don't keep them. You please sack them. You please fire them, and try and give them some opportunity in other organization. If you are keeping parasites, it will harm you. They are not bad people. They are not good for this role. They're not good for this organization. They may be fit for somewhere else. So if you can try and help them, I'm sorry, I cannot keep you because you're not fit for this. Maybe some different departments. If they are not fitting in your organization, give them some references, your friends, your colleagues, or any other references. Is ensure that you're removing all the parasites. So sacking people, firing people, it takes courage. It takes gut to remove anyone. And you know what? If you play very weak, universe does not like weak people. Have you seen a lot of people are doing a lot of hanky-panky stuff and they're chilling? I can name a lot of people. I don't want to name, you know it, right? Those have done 93 bomb blast in Bombay. That guy who has hit that terrorist attack in 9/11 World Trade Center, right? Some people have stolen some 9,000 crore rupees. Still they are enjoying.
Enjoying their life.
So universe does not like weak people. Universe always punishes the weak people. Like say you are talking about deer, you're talking about buffalo, okay, but tiger, lion, they rule. Okay, so try to be that authority. Try to be strong, wealthy, very strong, mentally strong. In all round, you're strong, and your friend circle is very, very important, my friend. Just imagine you're sitting with Ratan Tata sir for 2 hours every day. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, had he been alive, every day 2 hours, 1 hour. Arun Mahindra sir for again 2 hours. Your thought process will change. Instead, you're hanging out with all those guys and you're talking all those Facebook, Insta, TikTok. It's not making any sense. Your boss thinks that you're not doing anything productive. Okay, you're not upgrading yourself. Let me ask you one question. Do you get updates in your mobile?
Yeah.
You get updates?
Yeah.
If you don't update today, so will you be able to work with mobile?
No.
If you can. I mean, if the mobile will not die, right? You can work. You can update maybe in 10 days time, right? Now, how much is the cost of a mobile Android phone? Round about 20,000?
25,000.
25,000, right? And how much is your value? What is your cost? how much do I need to pay to your parents to purchase you? Priceless, right?
Priceless, yeah.
So if non-living thing mobile is updating himself, okay, it's only 20,000 rupees. Why can't you update yourself?
Yeah.
And why do you update your mobile? Why do you update the apps? Because for upgradation, for productivity, why can't you update yourself? So join courses, list down all those things that you don't have. For an example, spoken English. For an example, leadership. For an example, selling. For an example, negotiation. For example, people management, time management. List down everything that you're not good at, and join those courses. Simple.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. Yeah.
Question. Now I would like to ask you, sir, regarding, we spoke about kids, then we spoke about senior citizens also, and we saw the corporate atmosphere also, how to deal with the office pressure and all. Now I would like to ask you about celebrities and the sportsmen. They are having limited career graph, so they are mainly facing this depression and suicidal. And we had lot many cases past 2-3 years. Even we had the COVID things with us, so that also reflected or had an impact on suicides. So how, in a point of looking at celebrities and sportsmen, how you feel the depression plays a role?
Very good question. Superb question. So let's talk about celebrity first.
Yeah.
Okay. So interacting with, I have few celebrity clients as well. Not much. I would like to have more specifically. So now let's talk about, can I name some celebrity? Can I name? Will it be controversial? Can I name?
Yeah, okay, you can.
Oh, okay. So let's say Abhishek Bachchan and Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah.
Is there any difference?
Yeah.
Hell lot of difference, right? Right? So Abhishek Bachchan, he was a good actor, decent actor, but not like Amitabh Bachchan. But he had all the pressure that you have to match your father. Come what may, have to match your father. I was watching an interview of Abhishek Bachchan. So people got tremendous. JP Datta, I think movie was Refugee when he got debut. So he was under tremendous pressure that you have to, whatever, I don't know what kind of acting you're going to be doing, but the movie has to be super hit, blockbuster hit.
Yeah.
Now imagine Amitabh Bachchan had, I think, consecutive 7 movies flop. I think Saath Hindustani and stuff like that. And suddenly he got the break in Zanjeer.
Yeah.
Right? So if Amitabh Bachchan can give flop movies during his first, during his early of his career, why can't Abhishek Bachchan give?
Yeah.
But he could put a lot of pressure on himself. What does it mean? It is acting is, or in the film line, is natural to him. It's not natural to him. But for Amitabh Bachchan, it is absolutely natural to him. I would like to give you one more person in sports. Sachin Tendulkar, Arjun Tendulkar.
Yeah.
Rohan Gavaskar, Sunil Gavaskar. Okay. Now you tell me, these guys are having any problems, any facility issues, they can give the best of the best coaches, trainers, or acting coaches to Abhishek Bachchan of this world, Tushar Kapoor of this world, your Arjun Tendulkar, Rohan Gavaskar, etc. Still, they couldn't make it. What does it mean? There is something called inborn talent, and there is something called you can acquire.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that inborn talent, okay, then you should not go for it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for example, Shweta Nanda, Amitabh Bachchan's daughter.
Yeah.
Was she doing any kind of film?
No.
No. She understood, maybe, I don't know. I haven't interacted with her. Okay. She understood that that's not my cup of tea. There's one lady, Ranbir Kapoor's sister, some Sunita.
Okay.
Okay. She was never part of movie. She was always into interior designing and stuff like that. Okay. Twinkle Khanna, Akshay Kumar's wife, she understood that it's not my cup of tea. Better I move to the interior designing. Okay. So if you understand, if you take your career very, very nicely, if you understand your potential, only you'll be able to take your career absolutely properly. So being celebrated does not mean you always have to act. Okay. Recently I've heard the news, Suresh Raina, the Indian famous cricketer, he had opened one Raina Indian cuisine restaurant in Amsterdam.
Okay.
Okay. So you have very limited life being in the celebrity industry. Let's say you're a business person, you can go until 65, 70.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you have celebrity,
this career graph is little low.
Pretty low. So you need to build alternative your career options. First thing first, what we do, like you have given the introduction of mine, that how do you get the best out of people? So this is our forte. We are best in this. We have got a lot of confidence in this, and that is how we have converted. We have transformed 15,000 people in life, people so far. Now my target is to transform 1 crore people's life in next 10 years, which is to December 2033. That is, I'm working on it. Okay, so it's very important. Number one, you should get your true potential. And how will you get it? You need to ask this question to yourself: what is that one thing I can do anytime during the day?
Okay.
For an example, let's say you say teaching, somebody says cooking, somebody says traveling, somebody says sleeping, somebody says eating, anything.
Yeah.
First you write down what is that one thing you can do 24/7, anytime during the day. Not 24/7, anytime during the day. Let's say 3 a.m. at the night, 2 a.m. at the night, 6 a.m. in the morning, 6 p.m. in the evening, anytime. You're ready. The moment you talk about, somebody talks about that you have to cook, you're ready. Somebody talks about that you have to teach, you're ready. Absolutely you're ready. Number two, if that is there, you found out that. Number two, will you be doing it for free? Okay? Are you mentally ready to doing it for free? You know what? Entrepreneurs, they work for free. Employees, they work for paycheck.
Yeah.
And that is what Robert Kiyosaki, the great Rich Dad Poor Dad author, he has said that. So if you're ready to work for free, then second criteria got ticked. First, you find what is the one thing you can do anytime during the day. Second, will you do it for free? For an example, painting, for an example, eating, anything. Sleeping for that matter. Third important question you need to ask, is it benefiting the society? Is it solving any burning problem in the society? Now, let's say you're sleeping. Are you helping the society? No. Then you can go back to first question. What is that one thing you can do 24/7? Will you do it for free? Let's say eating. Have you seen, there are so many food bloggers and they are invited by all those big caterers. You can eat it for free.
Yeah.
And they have got huge fan following. And they are getting monetized by Facebook, they are getting monetized by YouTube, everything. Okay, everybody loves them watching. And they are making their job easier, they're solving the burning problem. There are many restaurants, which one to go, which one not to go, they're solving the problem. So the answer is very simple, sports person. I would like to, give one example. I cannot name. There's one Ranji player during Tendulkar's era. Okay, and he had got great kinesthetic level. When I say kinesthetic level meaning that your overall immunity, overall body strength. Okay, like those are athlete.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have got very high kinesthetic level. All those animals, they can run very fast. They have got a great high kinesthetic level. So by birth, if you want to become athlete, sports person, you have to have a great kinesthetic skill by birth. Okay, not everybody can do it. That's the very first criteria. So he had decent amount of kinesthetic skills. Even though he could not qualify for playing India, he could go till Ranji Trophy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, his daughter is planning for Olympic, badminton Olympic. Unfortunately, her kinesthetic is pretty low. You know what? They were a little adamant. No. Let her try. Let her try for Olympic. I said, I don't mind trying. I'll be the happiest person if I've been proved very wrong. But then what happens? Okay, then they have disclosed that she has got some back issue, this issue. If you try to put a lot of pressure on your body, you'll be having a lot of issues. So winning Olympic is a very tiny thing compared to it's your life, man. Right? So you have to take care of your life. So in short, what you need to do, you need to first find your passion. Okay, what you can do 24/7, anytime during the day. Next is, will you do it for free, and is it solving any problem in the society? Tendulkar never thought, do not think about the result once you've fixed it. Tendulkar never thought, if you give me 2 crores, I'll make double 100. If you give me 1 crore, I'll make 100. Even though he's playing, he's 50, round out 50. Even though he's playing, he loves to bat and bat and bat. Right? So that is what the passion that you need to take care. So if you can follow your passion, if you like if you are, your potential and your performance, whatever you're doing in the match, depression will never come into the picture. Now, at the same time, I strongly believe in real life, you have 3 things you can do parallelly. For example, I'm a coach, I'm a psychologist, I'm giving therapy, I'm counseling, I'm giving motivational speech. All these are parallel. These 4 things you can do parallelly. And I must be thinking, what are you saying? We are really struggling with one job. Right? Because your talent is here, your potential is here, and you're doing something else. Do you think Salman Khan is depressed?
No.
Do you think Shah Rukh Khan is depressed?
No.
Not really. Okay? So those are enjoying their acting. Do you think Tendulkar is depressed?
No.
Not really.
He's engaged in various activities.
Absolutely. Do you think Virat Kohli is depressed? They are enjoying. But who's depressed? If you choose wrong career, if you choose exactly opposite to your talent and potential, definitely be depressed. So very simple logic, find your own talent and get into just attack. Do not think, okay, today's the era for AI, today's the era for machine learning, today's the era for entrepreneurship. Not like that. You don't get influenced by your surrounding. Okay, this is inner you need to find out. If your inner you is saying, just go for it, this is your talent, your potential, then go for it. And if you don't find your talent potential, come to us. We'll definitely help you.
Yeah. So as we are coming end of this interview now, I would like to ask you, you have dealt with 15,000 clients. So could you share some of your case studies, how you treated your, I wouldn't say patients as you said, I would be saying them clients, how you treated your clients and what were the challenges you faced through your clients?
Okay. So there are 4 different types of personalities. Very, very interesting topic. And the moment I'll be saying all these things, you must be thinking, oh, what is my personality? Is he reading my mind or what? Okay, so there are 4 different types of personalities. Little while ago, we have discussed about aggressive person.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I can show you like this, I don't know how in radio how will you be showing it, but in YouTube definitely you can show it. Eagle, dove, peacock, and owl. One more time. Eagle, dove, peacock, and owl in the same order. Okay. If you are an eagle personality and I am dove personality, there will be mismatch. If you are peacock personality, I am owl personality, there will be mismatch. Okay. But if I am eagle personality and if you are owl personality, that kind of friendship. Like this. So this way, you guys can match. Okay. And opposite, if it is opposite, there will be conflict. Okay. Now the problem is, now let me explain one by one quickly, and then probably I'll be able to answer your question.
Yeah.
So to owls, initially I used to find it very difficult to handle them. I'll tell you why. I'll go quick. Eagle personality, they are very aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay, like I believe, like Mr. Modi ji, Yogi Adityanath ji. Okay, they are very straight, direct, blunt, straightforward. They don't care about all those, ravens. Ravens meaning. So eagle bird is huge. Have you seen an eagle bird? It's this big, okay, 3 feet tall. Okay, it has got very high wings. Eagle flies alone. What does it mean? They're independent.
Independent, yeah.
Eagle flies the highest. What does it mean? Eagle personality people having highest ambition.
Okay.
So they are flying so high. It means they take high risk in life. Okay. When there's thunderstorm, all the birds tend. There's a very panic situation for all the birds when there's thunderstorm. But eagles like thunderstorm. You know why? Because what he thinks, that I don't have to put an extra effort. The air will be able to lift me up. Okay. When there's thunderstorm, he attacks. Okay, and he flies out the cloud. Okay. What does it mean? They are not afraid of challenges. They're not afraid of failures. They attack. Okay. Shah Rukh Khan, eagle personality. I've got many videos. Had it been a video session, I would have been showed you anything. Shah Rukh Khan, one interview. One gentleman asked, Zero, there was a movie called Zero. In the promotion, one gentleman asked Shah Rukh Khan, शाहरुख जी आपके यंग डेज में आपने ऐसा मूवी किया था. इमीडिएटली ही सेड यंग डेज मतलब क्या बोल रहा है, दाढ़ी को डाई किया तूने फिर क्या बोल रहा है यंग एज. Okay, so eagles tend to take things very personally, very highly egoistic. Okay, now eagles are a huge fan of owls. Virat Kohli, eagle personality. You know owl in Indian cricket team, MS Dhoni. Okay, MS Dhoni is very calm, cool, collected, silent mode. Very silent, but inside there is thunderstorm. Okay. Outside very calm. Okay. So if you want to handle an eagle personality, you have to ensure that owl is his mentor. You have to deal through owl. Let's say you're not owl. You have to deal through owl. Now eagles are very aggressive. For eagle, time is very important thing. Punctuality is not. Perfection is not important thing for eagle. Okay. For them, perfection is absolutely timeless. For dove, it is exactly opposite. Time is not so important, but perfection is important. Doves are very shant, very thanda, very cool, very calm, lovely. Tendulkar, Lata Mangeshkar, Shreya Ghoshal, Sushant Singh Rajput, all those pure dove personalities. Okay. Now, Peacock. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. They are always happy. Yeah. All those radio jockeys, predominantly, they are always happy. Peacocks. Okay. Now a lot of people are getting excited. I told you, right, that you must be relating with you. Okay. They are always happy. They like to keep themselves happy. Kajol, Ranveer Singh, always energetic, enthusiastic, very high energy. Okay. Now peacocks are super variable at times. For an example, something this, sometimes this,
Yeah.
sometimes this, sometimes this. In that sense, they don't stick to their own decisions, and hence they don't get the desired respect what they would like to get. And peacocks are the ones. For eagles, it is punctual
Yeah.
but not perfection.
Yeah.
But for dove, it
Yeah,
is
perfection.
perfection, not
Punctual.
punctual. For peacock, neither of two. They're neither perfectionist,
Neither
not
punctual.
punctual. However, if you put peacock under an eagle personality, they can outperform anybody. They are the outstanding performers, infinite performers. Let me give an example.
Yeah.
If you understand a bit of cricket,
Yeah.
Virendra Sehwag, Harbhajan Singh, and Yuvraj Singh, they were nobody unless and until Saurav Ganguly picked them out.
Okay.
Saurav Ganguly, Lords, you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Direct, straight, blunt. Okay, so that is what the Saurav Ganguly leadership. When Saurav Ganguly took the leadership in Indian cricket team, he took a tremendous different storm. He took the Indian team to the different level.
Yeah.
So then after that, Saurav Ganguly, he would have backed a lot of people, but he backed these three guys. And look at these guys; they are excellent performers, outstanding performers. Whenever they'll play single-handedly, they'll win the matches,
Yeah.
and they can get out very quickly, right? So for for peacocks,
Peacocks.
it is 0 or infinity.
Yeah.
When it will be infinity? When it will be under an eagle, because peacock has a lot of energies, tremendous energy. Okay, so what eagle does is they channelize those energy into one single thing, and that's a brutal force they can attack. And on the contrary, so peacocks are super variable, like I said. On the contrary, they are owl personalities. Now owls are a tremendous reverse thinker, extreme reverse thinker. Okay, for an example, generally if you ask any person, okay, let's say, do you know this guy called Arunodai in KVC? Just Google it. KVC Arunodai. He's a very small, tiny boy from Himachal Pradesh,
Okay.
9 years old. Amitabh Bachchan has asked him, that what's the meaning of Arunodai and what's the meaning of Avyuday? He said, सर जब भी सूर्योदय होने से पहले आकाश में जो लालिमा सी छाती है उसको बोलता है अरुणोदय, और सूर्य उदय होने के बाद जो हो जाता है दैट इज कॉल्ड अभ्युदय. तो मेरा मतलब है सूर्य के उदय होने के वाली पहले वाली लालिमा, और मेरे जो भाई का नाम है अभ्युदय, वो है सूर्योदय की टाइम पे. तो अमिताभ बच्चन सेड कि आपके अंदर जो बुद्धि है, विज्ञान आपने प्राप्त किया है, आपको देख के लगता नहीं कि आप 9 साल के हैं. Now what will you say generally? Thank you so much sir. Amitabh Bachchan is appreciating. Now look at his answer. He said, sir, पहले इंसान नहीं है जिन्होंने मेरी इतनी तारीफ की. This is called reverse thinking. Okay, so reverse thinking. Ratan Tata. Okay, again one more video. Just type in YouTube, Ratan Tata, what excites you the most? One girl asked this question to Ratan Tata, sir, that what excites you the most? So you are expecting a straightforward answer. That this is excite me, this act excites me, etc. Now look at his answer. That's the most difficult question I ever heard. How can I say this publicly? Did he answer? He didn't answer. Okay. So owls are the person, they do reverse thinking. And owls are the person, they do 360-degree analysis. Because owls are the only creature, they can turn their head to 360 degree, full round. Okay. So to manage, my experience initially I used to found very difficult to manage those owls. They have their own logic, very unorthodox, unexpected, very different, very different. Eagles also had a little bit of trouble. These guys are very lovely people. Peacocks and doves are very social, very nice people. Eagles are born leaders. Okay, so to handle an eagle personality, you have to give him authority. Okay, that you are the boss. Let's say for an example, your son is eagle. Okay, make him the boss. For an example, you are going for a picnic. Plan the picnic. Okay, do not overpower them. Okay, don't say that no, you have to study, You can say, will you study right now, or will you study
Later.
half an hour? I don't write. Will you write with blue pen or black pen? I don't eat any fruit. Will you eat apple or you'll eat orange? So whenever they take decision, they feel very proud and I've done something significant. Okay. Now for owl, again you have to do reverse thinking. Whatever owl is thinking, you have to do really, really well. And to interact with an educated owl, you have to be very much intellectual. Okay. And let me tell you, I am appreciating a lot about owls. Uneducated owls, they are horrible for the world. Okay, they will do argument unnecessarily, headless argument, nothing. And uneducated eagle also, horrible. But doves are the ones they love. Everybody loves them because you know what? Because they cannot say no to people.
Yeah.
You do this? Yes, I can do this. This one, also this one, and the peacocks are always happy. So in short, all the personalities you need is in this beautiful world. So for eagle, let's say you're feeling very dull, you don't have any excitement in life, call eagle. He'll scold you, he'll kill you, he'll murder you, and he'll make you alive. Okay, he'll make you do something significant. Let's say you're depressed, you're unhappy, you call peacock, you'll be very, very happy. You call to a radio jockey, you call them, you're feeling dull, you will be very, very happy. You need peace in life, you call dove. And you need reverse thinking in life, out of the box thinking, you call owl. So all beautiful mixture. When you understand human psychology, it will be amazing experience. So challenges initially I used to find out, but over the period of time I have gone through, we have gone through 15,000 transformation. So things become not that challenging. But this guy is little difficult, specifically headless. But had he been, knowledgeable owl is amazing. It's a very good discussion. These guys can teach you many things. I have learned a lot from my clients, many things from my clients. Okay, and I have also have a lot of great experience. I have made them salesperson on the spot.
Okay.
I mean, there's one incident I can think of. 15-year-old boy. I put it on YouTube also. You guys can watch the video. I'll ask you to send the link.
Yeah.
So there's one boy. Through counseling, I got to know that he can be a very good salesperson. Okay. Now his parent is saying, "What are you saying, sir? He has not sold anything." And his sister also, "No, not possible." I said, "Take 15 minutes time." And initially he started. He was wearing that headphone. That headphone, some 2,500, 3,000 rupees headphone. I said, "Sell me this." He was saying, "This what 2,500 rupees? Take it." I said, "Take half an hour. Prepare yourself." After that, what he did, my goodness, his parents was like amazed. What he did, he actually sold me, right? So that beautiful, beautiful memories, I can kind of recall. And doves are very sweet, very cute, sweet, lovely, loving them. Little bit of work they need to do with doves, meaning that they have to come out of the comfort zone. They like to be in the comfort zone. Peacocks, you need to control the energy, channelize them. Eagles, they need to control the aggression. You make him the boss and give him right direction. And for owls, you have to educate them. If you're a very small owl at home, let's say a 5-year-old, 6-year-old kid, you have to ensure that you're teaching all those Bhagavad Gitas, Upanishads, spirituality from day one. Otherwise, the moment he'll turn teenage, he'll not listen to anybody. These two guys will not listen to anybody. Okay, you can bang your head. He'll not listen to anybody unless until they're educated. Not academically sound. There's difference between academics and education. Academics means what you study in the school. Education meaning moral education, value education. And once you do that, then it'll be a very beautiful thing. Life is super beautiful. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Really, it was a great podcast today, and I would be inviting you on the same platform. I'm assuring you, we would need more motivational sessions from your side. So I invite you on this platform. Please do come again and please share your valuable experiences. Thank you for joining us today on Acharya 90 FM.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. God bless you. अच्छा रहिए सब तक मस्त रहिए. Thank you.
Thank you. So friends, today in our guest interview we had Amitabh Karmakar sir, and he is working as a psychologist, and he is counseling psychologist, therapist and global career counselor and psychotherapy healer. We will be meeting up with the next guest in the next guest interview. Till then, keep listening Acharya 90 FM. Myself Tejaswani signing off for today. Thank you.